Did you know the average American spends over $1,500 a year on clothes they never wear? Or that the fashion industry alone is responsible for 10% of global carbon emissions? Shocking, right? We're buying more than ever, but the cost isn't just financial, it's environmental, emotional, and mental. In a world where the pressure to consume is everywhere, it's easy to forget that less can actually mean more. More freedom. More happiness. More space. But how do you break free from the cycle of overconsumption? In this video, we'll dive into the underconsumption core, a simple yet powerful way to live better by buying less. You'll learn how to reverse your shopping habits, adopt sustainable strategies, and find joy in the things that truly matter. Get ready for a journey that could change your life, and your wallet, forever. Stay tuned as we explore tips for frugal living, curating a low-impact lifestyle, and embracing the beauty of slow living. The best part? It all starts with one simple choice. Ready to change the way you live? Let's go! Chapter 1: The Magic of Less, Unlocking the Power of Underconsumption. We live in a world where buying more is often equated with success. But what if I told you that living with less could be the key to feeling richer in life? This is the idea behind underconsumption, choosing not to consume as much. It's the art of consuming mindfully and intentionally. Underconsumption doesn't mean deprivation, it's about rejecting the idea that more is always better. Studies show that we're actually happier with fewer material possessions, a concept explored in books like The Minimalist Home by Joshua Becker. He argues that owning fewer things frees up space, not just physically, but mentally. For example, research by the American Psychological Association found that people who focused on experiences over material goods were more satisfied with their lives. Why? Because experiences, like a trip or a dinner with friends, provide long-term happiness, while things only bring short-lived excitement. When we consume less, we also spend less, which is a win for our wallets. But the benefits go beyond money. It's about living with less waste, fewer distractions, and a clearer sense of what we really need. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, the average American throws away over 80 pounds of clothing each year. Imagine if we focused on quality instead of quantity? The best part? You don't need to wait until you're fully minimalist to feel the shift. Start small by simplifying your space and focusing on what truly matters to you. Chapter 2: Reverse haul, releasing, not receiving. We're so used to hauls that involve new items. But what if we did a reverse haul and focused on releasing what we no longer need? This is a powerful strategy for practicing underconsumption. It's easy to get caught in the cycle of buying more, but a reverse haul forces us to examine our possessions critically. According to The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, you should ask yourself if an item sparks joy. If it doesn't, it's time to let go. By doing this, we create more space, both physically and mentally. Start with your wardrobe. Did you know that the average person only wears 20% of their clothes regularly? The other 80%? It's just taking up space. When you declutter, you're not only making your life simpler, but you're also reducing your environmental footprint. The fashion industry contributes to 8–10% of global carbon emissions, another reason to consume less. But releasing isn't just about physical items. It can apply to mental clutter, too. Consider clearing your digital space, your email inbox, social media feeds, or old files. These all take up your mental energy. By letting go of digital distractions, you give yourself the time and space to focus on the things that truly matter. Reverse hauls also teach us gratitude. By letting go of excess, we start to appreciate what we do have. It's not just about throwing things away, it's about making room for more intentional living. Chapter 3: The Frugal Life Hack, Reinventing your lifestyle. Living frugally doesn't have to feel like a sacrifice. In fact, it can be exciting and empowering. Frugality is a mindset, and it opens up a whole new world of possibilities. A simple frugal living hack? D projects. Instead of buying new decor, learn how to create your own from recycled materials. For example, you could turn old mason jars into storage containers or use scrap fabric to make reusable shopping bags. Not only does this save money, but it's also a creative and satisfying way to live. Frugality also encourages us to rethink our shopping habits. Did you know that 73% of Americans regret impulse purchases? That's a huge waste of money. The key is to avoid buying things you don't need. One strategy is the 30-day rule. If you want to buy something, wait for 30 days. If you still want it after that time, then it's probably something you truly need. Another frugal living tip? Buy used. Second-hand shopping isn't just for bargain hunters. It's a sustainable way to get quality items at a fraction of the price. According to the ThreadUp resale report, the second-hand market is expected to reach $82 billion by 2026. Buying second-hand reduces waste, saves money, and often provides a unique item that you can't find in stores. Being frugal also means embracing meal prep. By cooking in bulk, you can save both time and money. The average American household wastes $1,600 a year on food they don't eat. That's money down the drain. Simple swaps like batch cooking or planning meals can drastically reduce waste and save you hundreds. Lastly, learn to repair. Instead of tossing broken items, try fixing them. Whether it's sewing a tear in your favorite shirt or fixing a leaky faucet, learning how to repair things can save you money and make you feel more self-sufficient. Frugality isn't about being cheap, it's about being smart with your resources. By embracing a frugal mindset, you'll find joy in the things you already have and feel empowered to live a more sustainable life. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep learning about how to live frugally and sustainably. Let's keep this journey going. Chapter 4: Conscious Consumption. Curating a low-impact lifestyle. Conscious consumption is all about making intentional decisions with your purchases. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about curating a lifestyle where every choice has purpose. When we choose to consume less, we make a bigger impact. But how do we do it? First, consider buying quality over quantity. A higher quality item may cost more upfront, but it'll last longer, saving you money and reducing waste in the long run. Did you know that 70% of clothing in the US ends up in landfills after just 1 year of use? By investing in timeless, durable pieces, you can avoid contributing to that cycle. As B. Johnson, author of Zero Waste Home, puts it, the first rule of zero waste is to refuse what you do not need. Next, embrace second-hand shopping. Thrift stores and online resale shops are goldmines for finding gently used items. According to the Resale Trade Association, the resale market is growing at a rate of 24% per year, and it's projected to reach $77 billion by 2025. By choosing second-hand, you're not only saving money but also reducing your environmental footprint. When you do buy something new, choose eco-friendly options. Look for items that are sustainably produced, made with recycled materials, or have a longer lifespan. For example, bamboo toothbrushes have gained popularity because they're biodegradable, unlike plastic toothbrushes, which take hundreds of years to decompose. Simple swaps like this can make a big difference. Also, consider the circular economy. This is a system where products are reused, refurbished, and recycled. Instead of throwing things away, try to repair or repurpose them. The EPA estimates that recycling just 1 ton of paper saves 17 trees. Even small changes can lead to significant benefits for the planet. Being mindful of your consumption habits doesn't mean you can't enjoy life, it means enjoying it more sustainably. Conscious consumption is about making choices that align with your values, and the good news is, it's easier than ever to do. Chapter 5: Timeless Habits. Living sustainably without the trends. Sustainable living is not a passing fad, it's a lifestyle rooted in timeless habits. The key to long-term sustainability is embracing practices that aren't dictated by trends, but by practical, lasting routines. Start with the basics: cooking at home. The average American household spends about $3,000 a year on eating out. By cooking at home, not only do you save money, but you also reduce waste. Takeout packaging contributes to 8 million tons of plastic entering our oceans every year. By preparing meals yourself, you're cutting down on this waste while also taking control of what goes into your food. Another timeless habit is gardening. Growing your own food, even in small spaces, can reduce your reliance on packaged goods. In fact, the Environmental Working Group, EWG, estimates that eating more homegrown produce can reduce your carbon footprint by up to 10%. You don't need a large backyard. Even a small balcony can be a space for growing herbs, vegetables, or fruits. Think about slow fashion, a practice that emphasizes quality, durability, and ethical production over fast fashion trends. According to the United Nations, the fashion industry is responsible for 10% of global carbon emissions. By buying fewer, higher quality items, you reduce your carbon footprint while supporting sustainable brands. And don't forget using less energy. Simple habits like turning off lights when you leave a room or unplugging devices when they're not in use can save both money and resources. The Department of Energy reports that the average American household spends around $2,000 per year on energy bills. Small changes, like using energy-efficient bulbs or installing a programmable thermostat, can help you cut those costs. The beauty of these timeless habits is that they're adaptable. You don't need to follow every new sustainability trend. Instead, focus on habits that are simple and sustainable for the long run. Chapter 6: The Joy of Slow Living. Finding happiness in the simple things. Slow living is about being present, savoring the moment, and appreciating the simple things in life. It's a lifestyle that celebrates the beauty of slowness in a fast-paced world. In the age of instant gratification, slowing down might sound counterintuitive, but it's actually the secret to finding true happiness. The first step towards slow living is unplugging. Studies show that the average person spends 6 hours per day on digital devices. This constant connection can leave us feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from the present. By setting aside time to unplug and be in the moment, you can reconnect with yourself and the world around you. The key is finding balance and carving out moments where technology doesn't rule your life. Slow living also emphasizes mindfulness. This means taking the time to fully engage in what you're doing, whether it's cooking, walking, or simply sitting with a cup of tea. According to a study by Harvard Medical School, practicing mindfulness can reduce stress and increase overall well-being. When we live slowly, we experience more joy in everyday activities. Another key element of slow living is spending time in nature. Research has shown that spending just 20 minutes a day in nature can boost your mood and lower stress levels. Whether it's a walk in the park or a weekend hike, nature offers a calming refuge from the chaos of modern life. Decluttering also plays a big role in slow living. When you clear away the physical clutter in your home, you clear away mental clutter, too. Studies show that people who live in cluttered spaces report higher levels of stress and lower life satisfaction. A clean, organized space can help you feel more at peace. Lastly, slow living encourages meaningful relationships. In a world obsessed with quantity, whether it's social media followers or to-do lists, slow living reminds us to focus on quality. Invest in deep, fulfilling connections with others, whether through family, friends, or community. Slow living is a rejection of the hustle and bustle mentality. It's about taking things at your own pace and finding happiness in simplicity. When we embrace this lifestyle, we unlock a deeper sense of peace and joy that's not dependent on external factors. It's the ultimate way to live more sustainably and meaningfully. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more strategies to help you live sustainably and frugally. The journey to a simpler, richer life starts here.